Today we got the top 10 best original characters from 2024. I mean original characters, so people like Furiosa, people like Colt Seavers who are based on previous movies, previous adaptations, they don't count, they're out. However, if they are a new character in a sequel, I will allow it. For example, number 10, Anxiety Inside Out. Anxiety is a perfect antagonist. Her motive perfectly fits the goal she is trying to achieve and makes sense in the film. Yes, she's not a villain, she's not evil, she's got the kid's best interest at heart, but still, she's actively working against all of the other characters. Maya Hawke is great. That finale, pretty fire. Okay, now that we know how this works, hi, how are you doing? That's good. Let's move on. Knox from Roadhouse. Is Roadhouse a sequel remake property? Yeah, of course, but Knox isn't. Is Conor McGregor the best performance of the year? Obviously, yes. But also, Knox is just a fun, memorable character. When this movie came out, everyone talked about this guy, not the rest of the movie. They mentioned it here and there, sure, but this was the thing everyone talked about. It's such a huge piece of marketing just for this film in general, and it's the part of the movie I've been thinking about since I saw it back, a few months ago. Dalton, Widow, he's everyone. It's just so much fun, dude. Such a memorable villain. I want to watch this movie again just for this guy. I wish he was in the whole entire movie. You can even tell too, because there reaches a point in this film where like he should be done with the film. He should move on, but he just keeps coming back. I think the movie knows how much fun he is, how special he is. Great character. Up next, I have Abigail from the film Abigail. Abigail is a really cool villain. She's got everything you want. She's got some laughs. She's unique. She's got some good kills. In general, the reason this movie worked so well was because of the writing, because of the characters, and the fact that Alicia Weir pulls off this performance after playing Matilda. Talk about a switch. If you haven't seen this movie, I recommend it. You should check it out. Really cool character, really good villain, good motives, good everything like that. So many scene-stealing performances and moments. You gotta love it. After that, I have Tyler Owens from the film Twisters. Spoilers, there are 2 movies on this list, I think, that have multiple characters from the film. Maybe this is one of them. Tyler Owens, dude, talk about Glenn Powell. I almost had his character Gary. That's right, Gary from Hitman on this list too. He would have been 11th. Glenn Powell making 2 appearances. The guy's been crushing. The guy starts off as like this chaotic, southern douchebag kind of guy, but just Glenn Powell's too charming. He's too charming. I don't know why the movie tries to make us not like him. Why they try to make us think he's gonna be the bad guy. He's clearly not, he's Glenn Powell. But the dude's got heart, the dude's got soul, especially compared to freaking corporate Anthony Ramos. What's your problem, Anthony? The chemistry between him and Daisy Edgar Jones is phenomenal, tip top. Again, the guy's just likable, the guy's a lot of fun. He rides into a tornado, shoots up fireworks, and starts screaming. And then I start screaming, because that's freaking fun as hell. Moving on to something not as fun, we have Lee Harker from Longlegs. Micah Monroe, amazing actress. She's been popping off. Did you see Watcher last year? I tell everyone to see Watcher, and no one's listening to me. Go watch Watcher. It's a great film. But anyways, Micah Monroe, great in this performance, first of all. I like that Lee Harker's not a very loud and bombastic character. It shows that not everyone has to be, either like this evil character or, a charming, very charismatic guy like Glenn Powell. They can be more reserved, they can be quieter, but have a lot of internal thoughts, internal dialogue that we can see her think out situations. As the movie goes on, we learn more about her past that influences how she is, the world around her, her connection to Longlegs. Great protagonist. After that, I have Kate from the film Twisters. Pretty much, Kate in this movie says, you think Glenn Powell's gonna be an attractive, charismatic guy? I'm gonna outdo him in both those categories. Talk about a introductory scene. The first scene of Twisters is pretty crazy. Like I said before, the fact that Kiernan Shipka has popped up twice in movies this year, and I go, look, Kiernan Shipka, okay, she's gone. 2 pennies, but weird it happened twice. No, the first scene sets up a lot about Kate as a character, something that is so foundational to who she is, but it plants the seeds for this growth that we see later on in this movie, this connection to her friends and her family and her job and helping people, most importantly, which ends in such a beautiful and poetic climactic end to this film. Her versus Tornado, hell yeah, love it, great character. She's amazing. After that, let's get to the top 4. I have Longlegs. Longlegs himself, dude, easily maybe the most like impactful as far as screen presence character goes. He doesn't have a lot of screen time. He's like this. I wore my long legs today. Insane performance by Nicolas Cage, a villain who I think will go down in the books, the history books. He feels like a villain that's going to have an impact, that's going to stick around for a long time. Him and Lee Harker, such a memorable dynamic between these two characters. So many crazy scenes because he only has a few scenes, but damn it, dude, are they memorable. Nicolas Cage, like I said, 10 out of 10 performance. This guy needs awards for everything. I'm kind of rambling there. Let's move on to challengers. Who am I gonna pick? One of the guys, one of the girls? I'm picking Tashi. Tashi is Zendaya's first real foray into an antagonist, villainous kind of character. Yeah, you might not think she's the antagonist, but I'm gonna consider it because I think she kind of just screws with these guys the whole time who are just best buddies, you know? Probably gay best buddies beforehand, and then she just came and ruined it. But what I like about her though is everything she does, well, maybe not everything, a lot of what she does, you can see why she does that. I think that that's important for a good villain. You don't have to like what they do, but you understand why they're doing it, mainly because she has this injury after all these people hyping her up. You see the impact that has on her mentally, on her fixation on tennis, and living vicariously through these two guys. Zendaya is terrific in the role. So many great scenes, like I said, the chemistry with both the guys, everything like that. Terrific, great character. The final two though, you know, in second place, we always have that character who is in like a good movie, like they're like, you know, top 15 movies, a good movie, but for some reason they just really stick with me as a character. And I think a huge part of that is the performance. I think she elevates it so much, and that's Sam from A Quiet Place Day One. Lupita Nyong'o, she makes simple things feel so real. A lot of time actors in general, it's easier for them to do the loud stuff, the big, you know, dramatic, the big screaming, you know, dramatic monologues and things like that. But Lupita just makes everything feel so human, so real, and I think she brings so much to that. On top of the fact she doesn't talk that much in the film, so much is done with just performance and facial expressions and interacting with the world around her. A character who has been through a ton. Her goal is very simple, very clear, but so complex and interesting. We are rooting for her, and everything she does have in the beginning of the film as far as her talking, it does a ton to set up everything, her motivations, everything forward. Absolutely love this character. One of my favorites of the year, my second favorite of the year so far. Great stuff. In first place though, I've been putting this guy at the top of every list pretty much I've been making so far as characters go. It's Dementus from Furiosa. Chris Hemsworth, his best performance. Let's agree on that. Love the exchanges with him and Furiosa, but also I really love his motive. I love this power motive he has because a lot of times power motives are not good. They kind of suck. But this one, it makes a lot of sense as far as him trying to feel something again. This guy, again, who like a lot of characters on this list, have lost a lot in his life, and now he's trying to do anything, something as crazy as it is to feel alive again in this world that's dying, in this evil and sad world of just chaos and horribleness. Is horribleness a word? I think so. But also the screen presence, he's unique. He feels real in a very kind of fantasy world, which I also really like. Chris Hemsworth, I already said he's great. He's terrific. He's my favorite character of the year. A new original character. Probably still, even if I included... Nah, probably not. Never mind. That's kind of a stretch. Thank you so much for watching, though. Subscribe to the other channel. I got new videos coming out all the time over there. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs. I'd appreciate it. I'll talk to you later.